And we're glad you're joining us today to talk about our stitching and other stuff. We're together.
First time in a long time.
Yeah, really long time, because I don't even think we filmed together. Maybe the last time we were.
Nope. Two times you were over here, we didn't get a chance to film. So
yeah, we had family showers.
It was probably last summer, maybe last June when you were here.
Whew,
when you guys came over for that 1 week.
Crazy.
Yeah,
that's a long time.
If you're new here, we don't live by each other.
Yeah, so we're in Washington State, and I'm in Central Washington, and it's in the Seattle area. So we have to drive over the mountains, which normally isn't that big of a deal. But during Arctic Blast 2022, we were a little nervous, but it was okay actually on our way over.
It was perfect timing. Somebody asked me if we had anybody get stuck in any travel plans. Our daughter-in-law from Indiana was here the week before Christmas, and she got out the day before our Seattle crazy ice storm hit, which was great because SeaTac was.
I do think our place where we are is ice rink right now. At least it was yesterday. So we'll see. I'm kind of watching because we're planning to leave tomorrow morning. And the pass, the snow quality pass over the Cascades was looking like it was just going to keep getting snow, but hopefully they'll just keep that snow removal going and we'll be able to get home tomorrow.
Well, your high today is 48.
So good. So maybe that's melting it. I hope so. I haven't checked since this morning.
Yeah, we're supposed to get snow tomorrow. 50% chance.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
So we had a good Christmas. We were together Christmas Day. And since then we've been just shopping and watching movies and eating. So much sugar, so much cheese.
I saw a hilarious, somebody posted on Instagram. She's a food blogger, but she's a Weight Watcher food blogger. And she put, my body is saying I ate a vegetable. And then she's saying, you're okay, but you're going to get it on a pizza.
How it feels the week of.
So we are having tacos tonight. Some people will probably have a taco salad.
Yeah, I probably should have a taco salad. I probably will actually.
I'm at that point where I'm ready to
chips on your taco salad though.
Just a little sprinkle, just a little crunch.
Yeah, I'm ready for some vegetables.
But we've eaten very well. We had our traditional clam chowder. Well, we had that. Normally we have it on Christmas Eve, but we had it Christmas Day. And then yesterday, Sarah makes my grandma's homemade noodles. Pasta noodles in great rich kind of that was good broth too.
It turned out really good. Like a chicken broth gravy.
Yeah.
Over mashed potatoes.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's a recipe we grew up having on Thanksgiving, but we traditionally now started doing it the day after Christmas.
And we call it noodle night.
Noodle night because we have homemade egg noodles, and broth, and potatoes.
Kind of was. I think I just
easy, and it feels like comforting after all the like cheesy.
Yeah, it's very plain.
Goodness. It's a very simple meal. So we did that Monday.
But not to worry, we had plenty of desserts after noodle night, so we didn't eat totally.
We weren't healthy that night, let's just say, because we still had pumpkin pie, pecan pie. Millie made a beautiful Yule log cake, which was really fun.
And we had cookies, and we have ice cream,
chocolate, and candies, and fudge.
Every year, I think I'm downsizing it a little bit, but it did feel a little bit less this year. It didn't feel quite as crazy.
There weren't as many tins of cookies.
Yeah. Anyway,
still a lot of goodies.
We hope you all had a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. And now we're just kind of in that weird, wacky week.
What day is it?
I wasn't even sure. I knew it was Wednesday, but I wasn't. Okay. In the past couple of weeks, we talked about my pill Rolodex, So I did my pills all out Sunday night. And then last night when I went to go to bed, I thought, why are my morning pills still in here for Tuesday? I took Monday's pills on Tuesday, Monday morning's pills yesterday.
Because you don't know what day it is.
Because I clearly live in some other kind of twilight zones. I had to rearrange my pills.
Coming in to Flosstube with that? Okay, just checking because you keep opening the door. There's noisy children.
Open the door when you're ready to come in with your stuff, but we're going to be ready for you soon.
Real soon.
Anyway, so definitely a weird state we're in.
Yeah, I'm probably not alone. No. I feel like I'm just kind of need a nap and kind of don't want to take a nap because I want to do fun things because I spent the last 4 weeks working really hard to get everything together. So,
but I don't know why, because supposedly Santa takes care of everything.
It should have been the best holiday ever.
I know, because parents just get to sit back and Santa does it all.
Yeah. You want to show your finish? You have finish.
I have two finishes. I have a fully finish and then a regular finish. Oh, yes. And Sarah so I'm Sarah's mom, and this is my daughter, Sarah, and that's 2 of her 3 girls. There's a younger one. They also cross stitch and knit.
Does she know? Because she probably has something she wants to show.
Yeah, she does.
They have a little haul, if nothing. Millie got right away working on stuff. But
so they are oftentimes on our channel. But I did have a fully finished right before Christmas. I was very happy about this. I finished my Told in a Garden freebie angel.
That's so cute.
I got her all framed.
Beads right here?
No, the beads
Krennic?
are all down. Yeah, this is Krennic. These are beads. These are beads. Her little wings are hard to see. There they go. They're outlined in gold Krennic, little white gold bead there, and some. Where are the gold beads? I guess there was only one gold bead.
Oh,
I wonder if I was supposed to
that's
put.
pretty.
Yeah. Anyway.
Free pattern. You could stitch it.
Yeah. So
Cute.
she's all done. So she sits on the shelf with my other 2 Told in a Garden free angels that are a little bigger. This was a smaller one.
I only saw it up on the shelf. I didn't really look at it close. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, it does have beads down here, though.
Mhm.
And then Whisper.
And Whisper, yeah. The Whisper doesn't show up, but
Let's see if I can make it show up. You can kind of.
there's Whisper and some plain floss in her wings, and Whisper all down there.
That Whisper, the texture of it is a little bit like, well, I haven't worked with it, but the way it looks on the fabric makes me think of that wool Riolis.
Yes.
It has that really soft, fluffy feel, like my sunflowers
Very,
project that I have.
very excited about this. I
So
stayed up
pretty.
really late one night so I could get that done. And then my other finish, which I'm so excited about, was my calendar piece that I worked on all year is done. This is by a historical sampler company.
I know you could do it.
And I got it all done. And I told Sarah the week before I finished it was the week I worked all on the board. I had done some of the border, but I think I had to do some of this, all of this, and all of this. So the week before, 2 weeks ago, I did the border. And then the week before Christmas, I did the December square. And it was so satisfying to put that December square in and be done and not have to do that border. But anyway, I need to get a frame.
There's December.
Yeah, I changed the colors up. The stockings were red and gold, and I didn't like that. So I just picked another green.
Cute. Lydia wanted to see.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I'm not as in love with it as I was with my Joyful World sampler the year before, but I do really like it, and it will be cute. And it's not as big, so it'll be easier to find a spot to hang it. But
and
it's done. And yes, and I'm all ready to start my new calendar piece this year. So excited! I'm so excited. I'm gonna hang this.
Well, you want to go first, Lydia? You seem chomping at the bit, champing at the bit,
Champing.
champing at the bit. Okay, pop your head down.
You're gonna have to.
You kneel. If you kneel, you're tall enough that if you did.
Yeah, there you go.
Tell us about what you did. So this is Lydia. She's my oldest daughter, and she's now 13. And what are you in? Why are you acting here?
What do you want to say?
What are you doing here?
You showing something?
Go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
We gotta get that close.
What is this? What did you do?
I bought it.
You bought it
Yes.
yesterday. Where? Oh, cute. I don't think I noticed the gnome.
We went to Threadneedle Street, which is my semi-local stitching shop. It's in a next town over. And the girls had some money to spend from Poppy. And Liddy picked this adorable tiny modernist piece. I think I know the gnome. So cute.
I don't even think I noticed the gnome.
Yeah,
Until just
he's
now.
just kind of nestled in there.
No. Well, I probably did when you first showed it to me, but so we went yesterday and did a little shopping. Poppy gave them some spending money.
They probably, I don't know if you didn't get any stitching haul from Mama though, did you?
Not Liddy.
Yeah.
Liddy got slippers.
I bought
Oh
I
yeah.
love the colors of Tiny Moderns.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
I can see that
it's
you do.
Bright color.
Mm-hmm. So she got her
And
floss,
we picked out our own flosses.
and she's gonna shop her fabric out of Mama's stash.
Yeah, she wants to stitch it on 14 count Ada, and I have a few, like Aunt Nancy sent me some when she was kind of cleaning out some of her stash. And every once in a while I find I found some red last week at Valley Village, I think, or Goodwill or somewhere.
It's probably,
14
there's
count.
probably even 14 count at Hobby Lobby if you had to.
Oh yeah, we could go buy some too. She's gonna look through what I have and see if
How come you don't want to do it on like 16 or 18 count, Ada?
because mom only has 14 cat food.
Because she wants to.
And I
do
wanted to buy
what I
Leo.
have.
Got it. Okay.
Hey, Millie, you want to come show what you're doing over there? Come. It now is the time.
Okay.
Okay. Who are you?
I'm Millie.
Hi,
I
Millie.
already said
How are you today?
that. Okay.
You have something funny on your face. It's like a little hair, maybe.
So Millie picked this out
Another
yesterday.
tiny modernist. Another toadstool.
So
Yours
cute.
a circle? No, yours is a.
No, it's a circle.
Yours
No,
is a
wait.
circle too.
Mhm.
It's
It
a
is kind of
circle-ish.
circular.
Mhm.
It's both picked out little circular things, huh? And then you actually got. We just picked out a few of the flosses to get her started, and then she'll shop my DMC at home. But she does have a little start on it.
I'm doing the big mushroom.
She's right around.
There you are. It's gonna be so cute.
She picked out that dark fabric all on her own, and I think it's going to be really pretty.
Mhm.
I think the blues will still show up. Have we? Oh, we don't have the blues yet, so we'll hold up the blues. But they're all back stitched too, so I thought that would probably. work
There's quite a bit of
okay.
back stitching on that piece.
Yeah, there is actually a lot of back stitching.
I think back stitching is kind of fun.
You like?
Yeah,
back
I don't mind it if
There
it's
you go.
not too
Okay, Rosie.
much.
Rosie has a little bit of haul.
Okay, Rosie.
What do you have? There's a little bird
Where are you in here? Is there a bird in my bird feeder?
I'm
No,
showing
it's
you
next to you. It's in your tree.
Oh.
Come over here, hon.
I'm showing this.
Yeah, come show
Yeah.
it. Both Millie and Rosie got some haul that, like, I kitted up a little freebie for them, but they left it at home. So we'll show that next week. But this is what you picked out at the cross stitch store. And you look like it's the
So
week after Christmas.
Cute.
Shower.
And this is by,
Good
do
job.
we
Well,
decide it was a
It's French. We thought it was probably a French designer.
Mhm.
Le Petit Quoi
de Lucie?
de Lucie.
Les petits quoi.
I don't know French. Well, I do a little. Girls and I are learning it.
Anyway,
Le
so
Petit.
it is
What
cute,
design
and it
is
definitely
it?
looks like a European design. The
Here's
cute
the-
little animals.
Yeah, there's the designer. There you go.
I love
Petit
the-
Quoi de Lucie.
I love the pine cones and stuff.
I know the little backstitch pine needles are so cute.
They're cute.
It's really pretty, Rosie. It was a
Very
good
cute.
choice. So we'll go shop my
Shop
fabric and
mama's
GMC
shop mama's stash.
later too.
Mhm.
I thought I did them a couple of little freebies from Doreen Jones' Facebook group. And one of them,
Scotch
Rosie's,
ones.
is a little cat sitting on a pile of like quilts that are
Mhm.
folded up. And Millie's was, what did I do for Millie? Oh, it's a sloth, a mama sloth hanging with a
Oh,
baby sloth. And there's
So cute.
something like take it easy or some call.
I bet when they stitch one of hers, they'll really like her patterns.
Well,
Her
they have
patterns are
stitched a
cute.
few of
Have
her
they?
freebies.
Yeah,
And they did like
they're
them.
super cute.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Super cute.
Really fun.
So it was a busy day
Yesterday was
yesterday.
full because we did that and we went to the bookstore and we went out to lunch and went to Trader Joe's to get groceries. And we came home. My brother and his babies came over with his wife. It was just a
Beef
full,
stew.
full day. Beef stew
Vegetables in it.
and real vegetables, not potatoes. What were we trying to convince Jesse? It had corn. Something had corn in it. Was it
The
the
chowder?
chowder?
Chowder.
Like corn is a grain. It is not a vegetable.
That's right. Oh no, I made corn pudding, like a
Oh,
corn
that's right.
souffle
To
for
go with
noodle
it.
night. Yeah.
That's right. Corn is a grain, it's not a vegetable. Okay, you're probably right.
Well, when it's fresh like that, it's a vegetable.
I don't know.
When it's dried, it's a grain.
Yeah, changes to a grain.
Mhm.
We have a featured friend this week. So this week we have the girls got a Nintendo Switch for Christmas
I have to unplug everything.
from us.
No. I
And
just need to
she's Liddy can't stop playing it.
It's all
She
plugged
goes
in,
through
honey.
withdrawal
No,
if she
I'm
has to have
just
10 minutes off.
grabbing.
Normally we're very
Okay.
controlled about our
How are you gonna play
screen
them?
time. You can play it without plugging it into a TV.
Oh,
You can. There's a console, kind of like, I don't know, like a portable.
does
gaming
they have that
system.
in there already?
Probably.
Oh,
Liddy's been asking for a Nintendo Switch for like 6 months,
Mhm.
and she was trying to save up money, but they're like $300, and that was going to take too long. And we had already planned that we were going to do one
Yeah.
for them for Christmas. So normally they just get half hour at home of fun screen time a day, and then a half hour that they can do kind of like I don't know, they could write, they could be on the computer, but they have to do something constructive.
Educational.
Yeah, something like not just gaming.
Mhm.
But
They've had 2 months worth of screen time in the last 2 days.
We've obviously been very, very lax on the week of Christmas with this.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, I planned it to be that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we have a featured friend this week. We do a little featured friend segment every week when we have something from someone to share what they are either working on or something that they have finished. So this week we have a featured friend from Teresa. So I'll put that right here. Thanks for sending that, Teresa. That's really cute. I don't think I've seen that one from Jan Hicks.
No, I wonder if it's one of her earlier ones because I've seen a lot of her more.
Most of them are very sampler-y,
Yeah, or
like repro.
And some Quakery elements. And then she's got Carol, because Carolyn's balloons are more Quaker. Are they like Quaker?
I would call them
balloons?
kind of Quaker-ish.
Yeah. So I've never seen this one by Jan Hicks. So
yeah,
it's cute.
These are cute. Yeah, that would be a cute one to hang on the wall.
And it's not her normal colors.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if those were.
But she said, let me look.
Did she say she
said she used, I think, most of the called for.
Oh yeah,
all the called for DMC. She stitched it on Stormy Night Lugana 32 count. She says it was a joy to stitch, and I gifted it to some family members who I hope will love it.
Well, Stormy Night is my favorite
would love it.
fabric.
You can stitch it and gift it to me.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'll love it. No,
I really like
Stormy
the
Night
flowers
is
on
nice.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the ones you gave me. Isn't
It is. Yep.
And we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite. A lot of my stuff that I pick looks good on that fabric.
Yeah, it's a kind of nice, neutral.
And then if I get it in Lugana, love it Lugana.
Yeah, that is nice.
So thank you, Teresa, for sharing that with us.
We have a few more emails that I'm kind of working my way through. I always just share them in the order that they come into our email. But if you have something that you want to share, it can be a finish, it can be a work in progress. You can have your own Flosstube and still send us something. We just like to show, like, we love the community aspect of stitching, and we don't have an in-person community too much.
No.
Although there is somebody that I am friends with on Instagram, and I can't remember if she visits our Flosstube. I think she does.
That lives by
you?
She's
moving up to Yakima. She lives down south, like kind of along the Columbia, or has. I need to get in touch with her.
Yeah.
She was talking about starting a little stitching group.
Oh,
which would be really fun. Yeah. She did get together with somebody, I think Evergreen Stitcher.
Oh yeah.
Who's in Yakima as well. I feel like they got together, but we were out of town, or I was taking my praxis test, or there was some big thing I couldn't get together with them for. But anyways, so that would be fun. But that's one of the reasons I like doing the featured friends. It just
and like we find patterns we didn't know were out there. Like we've never seen that Jan Hicks pattern. So that was kind of fun. File that away in my mind.
So you can send us something at stitchandstuffxs@gmail.com, which is in the description box below. And I just will feature them. I do it a little bit once a week.
Yeah.
Thank you though, Teresa. That's really cute.
Yeah. And I'm sure whoever you gifted it to loved it.
I think they'd be crazy not to. Well.
Yeah.
Oh, I did have finishes, but they're not cross stitch. I knit a couple of little baby hoods for my niece and nephew.
But they're not here right now.
Maybe a second niece, but maybe not. Cass.
You don't have hers done?
I have it done. It just hasn't gotten in the mail yet because it was in my husband's car and he didn't get to the mail. So I don't have those to show, but they were really cute. I thought they just turned out really cute. I stitched those knit hoods. If you followed us for a while, you've seen me stitch adult ones. I stitched a tiny baby brown bear and a pastel with a sparkly blue solid bear for Penny. And I'm not saying that I did for anybody else because it hasn't come.
Yeah. Surprise.
Surprise. There's other things coming for Junie too. That's not the only thing. But anyways, so I don't have those to show.
I don't have those.
Do you want to do your whips or me? You do mine.
I can do mine.
Okay.
So I really worked on that Our Year calendar piece, and I really worked on my angel, but I did work on a couple other things, I think. I have a real mess going, guys, because I have all my patterns out because I've been doing Bring Go planning, and I was doing my Whip Go planning.
And your other challenge planning.
What's the other challenge?
Just like your 25/7.
Oh yeah, I've been trying
There
to
was
plan my
something
year
else
out. Yeah, I have a whole plan for my year.
You're way more planned out than I am. so
Well,
far.
just because I like
Look
that.
at that project bag. Oh my gosh.
This one?
Yes.
Like
Oh,
that?
I do like that. I like that gold.
Yeah.
brown.
There's a, I don't think it was that expensive either. Okay, so these are all my whips in front. Okay. I feel like we're kind of a week and a half. We kind of have a week and a half going here. Sure. Because
Put it in my
we're
hands like a
recording on a
That's
Wednesday.
true.
So
I know. I feel like I should have
okay,
done
so
more
I
than
started a new start. It was part of my magazine monthly that I did not, I don't think I finished the whole, I don't think I got all my goals done, but I got a lot of them. But I've been wanting to start
There's
this.
still time.
Your camera shows us much better than mine.
Oh yeah.
Having a nature
Oh,
scene.
that is such a pretty one.
I know.
It's prettier in person than it is.
It's very
when I see it.
muted, but I had all the flosses, all the fancy, and all I've done basically, you guys, because you know, being borders is this
Get
border
that
up
border
here.
done first.
And so I did part of the border.
Oh.
So that's it on that one, but I at least got it started. I bought this, I think, a year ago, thinking I was going to start it last year, and I never did. So what's going
I
on?
don't know. People keep
Okay.
poking their heads in and trying to talk to me.
I also worked on, I bring me joy.
Jesus coming in.
Pine Berry
Really
Lane.
wants to
I bring me joy. Very muted also.
Oh yeah.
And I basically so far have this house done, these two trees, and I started the little guy. I guess he's
Like
supposed to
Santa,
be.
or is it like a
I don't know. I think he's kind of a weird looking Santa.
He's a
So,
Santa.
yeah, I guess so. He's all in brown.
It's a Santa.
I'm dropping something.
Uh-oh.
This is how I lose flosses.
I got it.
You got it?
Well, sort of. Now can you reach it?
Yeah.
Okay, I think he looks like a Santa.
He
just a
does.
Very,
He's
like,
after
bulky.
Christmas. He's an after Christmas Santa. He's got his red off.
He's got an empty bag and he's hiking back to the
Mhm.
North Pole.
And let me tell you, I'm really not looking forward to that bottom border.
Oh yeah. Well, once you do a couple of those stars, it'll be pretty rote.
Hopefully. But anyway,
I would
this is
think.
what I have done. And I did change out, I'm using all the called for fancy floss except for the white. The white was going to be way too pale.
Mm,
So I think I'm using a B5200 or,
I like
cho-
the
or
bright
maybe,
white on that. That looks
maybe,
good
why
on
am
the
I? No,
fabric.
I'm using a fancy. What am I using?
Chalk maybe. It looks bright like chalk.
It might
Which is
be,
the one I just bought.
oh no, I'm using Snowball,
Oh, snowball. That's a pretty one.
which I like. So anyway, so this is his bag and his arm. So I got a little bit of time on him. Little bit of time
That
bit
is
on
neat, the
him.
Letters to Father Christmas. It looks like one of his.
Mhm. I'm going to keep it out all year
Fancy.
because it's going to fill in for Anytime Magazine Monthly has an I in it because I bring me joy. Did I?
This is the project bag. I like it.
Yeah, this was from
On the back,
yeah,
the 805 stitcher.
yeah, and she sent me a
Cute.
needle minder that matched.
I'll show you the front, but I don't want to show the pattern in it.
Oh, I'm going to take that. Yeah.
Kind of a black floral. I don't know. I just like the colors
Mhm.
on that.
I
It's
should
kind of like
look at her Etsy shop again because I remember really liking her. But I started this one the other night. It's a freebie, so we actually could show this pattern very briefly. It is a shepherd's bush, and it's called Happy Snowman. It's a freebie on their pattern on their webpage, and I'm stitching it with all the called for fancy floss, and I'm doing it on a blue fabric because
I'll try to link the freebie below.
so I
We'll see.
basically had this hat done and I started his little face. And this blue
It's
is
a
more
pretty
that
blue.
blue. Yeah. I don't know what it's called. What's it called? I think that's what it's called silver blue.
Pretty.
And then I did buy some embellishments as part of my haul yesterday because it calls for, you know, oh, that goes in here. That's this little,
Okay.
it's in here.
Oh.
It,
Well,
ca-
it was kind of didn't have any embellishments, right?
it calls for two little snowflakes that I think
Oh.
originally were like white polymer or whatever shepherd's bush did, but I didn't.
She didn't have those in stock. You
No.
can probably still get them.
I probably could, but I ended up going with these little metal snowflakes.
Pretty cute.
They're just the white metal.
And you had
And then I bought some Magnifica beads just to kind of intersperse it.
I don't know if it's showing it very
The
good.
white.
The white is just like, there you go.
Yeah, I just wanted to pop those all around it and just make it a little special.
Pretty.
So that I worked on, I think.
Look at you adding embellishments, willy-nilly.
I know. Well, I
It's
did.
not something you used to do ever.
I know. I did it to that other Happy Christmas to all too.
Yeah, you did. It's cute. Maybe
Especially
you have
these little-
confidence with the shepherd's bush one.
yeah, maybe. And the small ones just feel like, oh, they just need a little pizzazz. This is my last one.
Well, those are all you
Oh,
handed me.
the last one was supposed to be done by December 22nd, but she did not make it. But that's okay. I'll work on her in January because it's still winter. It's my 4-season Vivaldi inspired. Yeah, well, there now you can really see it because my camera is really bad. So I've done all the seasons, and I'm just finishing up Little Winter Girl. And I did all of that lower dress part since I last showed this. So I don't. I mean, it's a few more nights of working on that.
You stitch that? You would stitch that. She'd get it done in like 2 days too. Not really, but
No, I'd give her a week.
no.
No.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
maybe
You
one
could
of
do it in a
one of
year.
the little.
Maybe that should be your 2023 project.
this was a piece I bought.
See if you can get it done in.
I bought this kit. It's a Barbara Anna design, but it was a collaboration with Nitka Moscow, which I don't think you could even buy from them now, at least not from America, because I don't think we're getting any
Fair
posts from Russia. And I think it would be really.
You got some of that skirt done.
I did get. I really think Barbara Anna should release this. Maybe she can't. Maybe
She
there's a
hasn't?
contract. I don't think so, but I think she should eventually release this to the public because it was pretty popular, and the kit was not that expensive.
They maybe had some agreement that she
They
could
might
for a
have, but-
certain number of years. Or
Right.
something.
Except for they're not selling them anymore because they
I
all
know,
sold
it
out.
Seems like that would break.
Right. So anyway,
Wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait,
know.
wait, wait.
Is it available?
I don't know. 1, 2, 3 Stitch has no different one. No. When I Googled it, it did pop up Barbara Anna 4 seasons, but it on 1, 2, 3 Stitch, but it didn't take me.
If it came up
It does
anywhere,
just
it might
try to take you to
might if it ever comes up first, it might be on Creative Poppies, which is
That's true.
I think they're in Spain or Italy or France or somewhere.
I'm just seeing if I can
Yeah,
find.
but anyway, it
Dang
was
it,
just
I doubt
it was one of those
anyway.
patterns that I just wanted
Aren't you
so
glad you
bad.
got it now since you wouldn't have been
I
able
know.
to?
I really wanted it. When it first came out on Instagram, I was like, I have to have that.
I know.
And then I was so intimidated to try to figure out how to navigate this Russian website. Even though I could translate it, it was still kind of tricky. And I thought, well, and I wasn't sure what the post would be like coming from Russia, even before, this was way
It
before
came
the
really
war.
fast.
It did. It came in less than a month, which I wasn't expecting to get it for at least a month that year. But I bought it the year Junie was born.
Yeah.
So was that 2021? Yeah,
Yeah,
2021. I
last year.
think I bought it.
You started it like right away. I don't think that it is anywhere.
Yeah,
I think
and
it's
maybe
probably
someday it will be available. But it has been really, if you're a fan of Barbara Anna,
I'm
you would
looking
love
to see.
this.
It's 2,350 rubles. I don't know what that
It was like
equals.
20 something dollars at the time. Is it still on their
Download
website?
Freebies here using a secret passage from your kit. What are the freebies?
I never, it was like Barbara Anna cats, seasonal cats, but I never could
Oh.
figure out how to make that work.
Interesting.
And I wasn't that
I was just
concerned about
looking
it.
to
Yeah.
see.
Is that on,
I'm
Ni-
on Nitka's website.
does it still show that you can buy it?
I mean, I can add it to my basket, but
Oh,
I don't know what that
yeah.
select. Oh, there's some. I don't know.
Again, you wouldn't be able to get it even if you can order it because I don't think we're accepting any shipping from Russia right now.
Yeah, I
Any
have no idea.
post,
I'll
any
stop
post.
looking because you're probably.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
And I
bothered.
know that people in Russia can't get packages from America. So I don't even think Amazon is shipping to Russia right now.
So it's not looking good
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Barbara Anna 4 seasons unless you happened to buy it the first time. Well, if Millie decides to stitch it, then afterwards you could resell it.
I could resell it or regift it or something, but
Resell it or regift it.
sell it on eBay. I don't know if you
Yeah,
can.
that's what I meant. Like, turn.
You know,
can sell used.
she doesn't,
I
and
don't
the
know,
thing
actually.
is that she does not give the DMC colors because apparently there was some cheating and some stealing from
Oh.
people. So, but I know that if you took if I gift this to somebody in my family, there would be enough of the threads left that they could go to the store and match them because they're just, I know they're just DMC.
Or just come up with your own.
Or
colors
come with
if you
your
want.
own, yeah.
Let's see. Well, my whips, I just have a few because I was knitting up a storm.
Mhm. Oh, I did have knitting. I did have knitting. I have a little knitting.
You want to show your knitting?
Yeah, I'll show my knitting really quick. Then you can have the floor. So I'm still
Awesome.
working on my heart warmer towel, which I really am liking.
Mhm.
So I just finished the, what do they call it? It's either the broken rib or the interrupted rib. There's two different kinds of rib.
Mhm.
And I think I just did that whole section and I'm getting ready to start the bobble section. So there'll be little bobble balls next time you see it. But it's really, this yarn is really springy. I thought, oh, I don't know, maybe I wanted it more drapey. But when I put it on, it feels, it'll probably drape me when I block it, but it also feels really good. When I've tried it on, it's wide enough and it's stretchy enough that it's not too tight. Anyway, I really, I did not do the called for cast on, which is like a German twisted cast or something like that. Nah, I'm just doing my regular cast on.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm really liking it. I have
probably just to keep it really, really stretchy at the top.
probably, yeah. But if
it's fine.
yeah, and I didn't do it real tight. And I ordered a coat. I don't really have a good winter casual everyday coat. I have a really dressy one. So I ordered a coat online. Of course, it's back ordered to like January. So by the time I get it, I won't need it, but it's kind of a dark gray. So I think a lot of what I've knit for scarves and stuff will go with it. Okay, yeah. So anyway, that was that. I did some comfort knitting on Christmas night. I didn't feel like stitching. I was too tired.
I finally did a little bit of comfort knitting now that I've got all the hoods done that needed to get done.
Yeah.
And started again on Rosie's sweater. So this is her sweater. It's called Tuk, T-U-K. Tuk. You can find it online on Ravelry.com. And this yarn, I forgot how soft it was.
It's super soft.
Super soft. It's Hobby Lobby, one of their hand knit, probably alpaca. Anyway, it has a really nice feel. For as much
I think
as I
it's not too heavy.
Yeah.
It'll be a nice weight sweater.
This is that one where the colorways were the same, remember? They have the same colorway name, but look at the difference in colors. But they coordinate so well.
That is so weird to me. I mean, it's not even like it was a little bit off. So I got like 5 skeins and 4 of them were this color and 1 of them was this color. I thought it was kind of weird, but I thought it might just be the way they were looped. Did it look this bright when you? Yeah.
But I thought, well, once I get them kind of wound, maybe it'll be, and it's not. There's the same basic colors. This one's just way more vibrant. It's probably why they're not carrying anymore. I think I've said that before. But I ended up I'll just add this bright one in a little bit at a time as we go through. I just break the yarn and attach this instead. And then I kind of have that bright colored stripe through, which coordinates, but I won't have a concentrated.
So this is the neckline.
That's the neckline. I'm about to split for underarm.
Just the raglan increases.
Maybe. So it's like it increases. You start with the collar, the neckline, and then you increase through here and on the back side of the shoulder. Then you break it off under the arm, and then
you can see how she increased here and here.
I think it's really pretty. I like sweaters with that construction. I think they're just really pretty looking to me.
Yeah. So this is going to be for Rosie, the baby.
Sweater. She hasn't had her own hand knit sweater yet for a long time. I think I did one for Liddy, then I did one for Millie, and now it's Rosie's turn.
Rosie's turn.
I'm trying to get it done. I need to work on it. Like maybe that should be my.
And it's a fingering weight, so it takes a little longer
time because the yarn is so thin.
Yeah. Want me to hold?
I think I'm okay. I got the balance pretty well on it. And then I did do some stitching on a few different projects. Somewhat I was just pulling out stuff I liked this week. I worked on my Twilight Angel. I did get my magazine monthly done, except for 1 hour still that I need to do on my stockings, which I now have the beads for, which I'll show you in my haul. So I can work on that maybe tonight. But I did a lot on her. Last week I had shown the wings. That was new. This week I did a lot along the hemline. All that blue down on her hem was not there yet.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
It's coming along. I could probably finish this pretty quickly.
Yeah, now that you've got those wings done.
There's a lot of back stitching on those, as we were commenting probably last time.
Yeah.
I did that. And then I worked on, let's see go back here. I think this was a new start this week. Had I started this?
It's a new start.
I started this. I had planned to start it all through the Christmas season. And I think last week I had a goal of pulling out my DMCs and finding, because I didn't like the DMC substitute they gave for whatever
Oh, for
the words called for mulberry, Weeks mulberry, which is like a purpley color.
Yeah, kind of an eggplanty purpley.
So the DMC was 3041 and it was very purple. And I didn't want the very purple. So I switched. I think I got this from Julie.
Yeah.
Which was probably her mom's. Hovering around, thinking about it, I think.
I have a new bird feeder out my window. I had a hummingbird feeder, but we
there's one at it.
Oh, there's the bird.
They found it while we're Flosstubing.
Little,
There's
what is
like
that, chickadees?
Yeah, that might be a nuthatch.
Nuthatch, yeah.
You need a little bird book now.
I
so
know
you can
I
identify
do.
all your little birds.
Anyway, I have it hanging outside my window
the
now.
birds are coming.
So,
I gave it to her.
I got it
I'm
for
super excited.
I know, she got to see a bird in it.
So
Cute.
I switched things around, and instead of doing a red border like it has on each square, I did a dark brown.
Super cute
It's
pattern.
like
though.
3, 7.
Are you gonna get the buttons
Whatever.
for it?
I have the buttons. She sent them.
Oh no, really?
She really did.
It's there's
Like a
more.
whole
Oh
button
yeah,
pack.
because she's holding a candy cane, a candle.
She sent all these sweet buttons.
Oh,
So I was very excited.
Julie, I think when you sent that to us, it never made it in the show and tell that she showed me, because I don't remember ever seeing
I
that.
showed it.
Not to me.
Mhm.
So
Well,
what color did you pick for your border?
I did like whatever that 3. What's that really dark brown? 3, 7.
Oh, you're doing a brown, not a mulberry.
3, 3. I ended up doing a brown for the. Well, I did the red.
Mm-hmm.
What did I do? Cherry cobbler, I think, for the
Okay.
words instead of the purple. And then
Gotcha.
I did 3. What did I just say? 3371 for the border.
Oh, because
So
it
I
called for
switched
Schneckly.
Schneckly, which is that green, I think.
No, 676.
No, the Schneckly would have been on his.
Oh,
Nope, that it's this. No, wait, where is it? The border was supposed to be garnet,
okay.
which was a red,
Mm-hmm.
and then the words were supposed to be mulberry, the purpley color.
Okay.
So I just eliminated the purples,
Okay.
and I just picked out a few different colors instead, which I ended up liking together. But we'll see once I sort of put them on.
Mm-hmm.
I switched. I forget what I was going to do with the blue. Oh, pink. What?
I've got a little bit of floss here.
All right. Here, I'll get organized. Here's the red I did. I switched to cherry cobbler because I just had that.
It's a nice red, though.
I just didn't want pastel. I just cut the pastel.
Where's the
So the
pastel at?
pastel, the present corner has pink flowers on it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to do blue flowers.
Mm-hmm.
And I did 3371.
Are these the flowers right here?
Yeah, on the present.
I don't have I have computer glasses on, which means I can't read anything up
The
close.
green, I did, I think it's 500. What did I do? 500.
Oh, okay.
This is how I store my floss when I don't bother to bobbing it. So I'm doing green instead of Schneckly, I think,
Mhm.
the 500. And then some of the other colors. His pants are kind of a tan, so I'm going to stay with 644. His flesh color is going to be the same. This is the 3041. This is the color that I was supposed to do the words, and I just did not want that purple. I just didn't want it. I don't decorate with Christmas purple. I don't use like those jewel tones for decorating much at Christmas. I use mostly reds and golds.
Well, considering this was
yeah.
Let's see a date.
No, I don't. 2001.
2001, new as of 2001. Yeah, this has been around for a while.
So here's my. See, I did have it all nice in my hand. Here's my glass.
And here's her project bag. And do not feel sorry for her. She has project bags. She does have project bags.
I just didn't move this one in. I have some empty project bags. I just didn't have a chance to move this one in.
Do not feel sorry for this little popper.
I
over
have
here.
lots of these little ones because I think Janet sent me some of these sweet.
Yes. This is called the lazy stitcher.
Also, I just don't always December of all times.
I
Who
know.
has time to move over things in project bags?
And now you're gonna lose all your buttons and everything if you don't watch it.
I'm
Now
gonna move it over.
you
When I
don't
get
even
home.
zip it up.
I know. I haven't lost them yet.
Okay, well, there's still time. Use my floss. I like to knot it all up and then
I like it best when it's tangled. All right, I worked on this too.
This is a whip from me.
I think I worked on this. Did I show this last time?
Oh,
I
you showed
did
it.
some this
You
week.
have shown it once.
I did some more on it, I think. I did a letter,
Oh yeah.
and then I did some of the side border. It's hard to see because this is like such a
I know.
thin, like open weave. Oh, here,
Mhm.
actually, it shows up better with your lighting here. Than mine.
Mm-hmm.
I did the A and that snowflake off to the
Mm-hmm.
side,
Oh,
and
look
then
at
the
my own
border
post.
down the
Yeah.
behind the ranger.
There's a lot of work in this little piece.
Yeah, it is. And then the last thing I worked on is actually also part of my haul, but I'll just show it as part of my whips. It is, oh, that was my very long big piece. I'm just stitching it on Ada that I had him
Oh, okay.
tucked away. This was part of my gift from Mom. It's the Cricut collection and the house and all the things for stitching it. So I actually couldn't wait, and I decided to start it last night. Yeah.
But so I went on her 1, 2, 3 stitch to look at what was on her wish list, and I thought, oh,
I
she
do
put
love
this.
it.
So I had seen this piece stitched last year, and I bought it right away because I loved it. And this picture on this does not do it justice.
Yeah.
And I hold that up, I get grainy. I got grainy again. Anyway, I loved it, and it calls for mostly DMC, but it does call for some slip gather, thread gather, slip gather. Anyway, so I ordered it thinking, oh, we could do a stitch along, her and I, or whoever wanted to join us.
Do you want me to wait for you?
No, go ahead. Anyway, but then she opens and she goes, oh, I don't ever seen this one before.
You know how many things I have on my wish list? I have like 400
And my
things.
guess is I bought it.
I
I
probably
showed
was like,
it.
I love that. And then
Yeah.
I went and added it and
But-
forgot all about it.
It's really pretty. It
I
is
really
really
like
pretty. And I really loved it
So
too.
she gave me the silks. Look,
But
here,
the
I'll try to
interesting
be
thing
organized
was
for
this
you.
pattern is older or something because it calls for 4 silken colors. Silk and colors. Okay. Old lace, autumn bouquet, colonial tint, and cinnamon stick.
Yeah, which one was I not having?
Either colonial or cinnamon. You don't have colonial. I cannot find colonial
What's
tint.
What's this one that says SNC?
That is your,
Old lace. Oh, it's probably old lace. 1111.
yeah, it's your old lace.
Silken colors. Yeah.
Mhm.
S.
She has her own website. She has on Etsy. I don't know if you can find hers on 1, 2, 3 stitch, but I could not. Nobody, even her own website, does not have the
Colonial.
colonial tint. So she does give DMCs, thankfully. I think.
Yeah. she
Yeah,
does. They're right
3047. So it's a 3047 DMC. So I got her everything except for that.
there. And then
I was
I'll just use the DMC, I think. What is that? Let me see what that is. I'm missing the triangle, sideways triangle for it. Oh, all that is this white. I could
Yeah.
probably just find a classic colorworks or a Weeks that I like. That's kind of an
Yeah.
off-white.
And I'll probably
Or
I'll have to do the same too. But anyway,
Yeah, so
that
I
was one of her gifts.
were
for
you mad at
me.
me that I already started it?
No, but then she started it last night. I'm
I
over
just
there
loved it.
poking along, and I look over there, and she's got like this done, like this whole border done.
I did the top border, and then I looked at it this morning and realized I turned the fabric the wrong way. I started it. I was like, oh, it's I wasn't even thinking about it. I just thought vertical pattern. I just started the border. Thankfully, I have plenty of room still, and I didn't stitch the whole border and not have enough room. So this is the width of the thing. So it will fit on this fabric going this way.
Yeah, I got you a big piece of fabric.
But I all of a sudden had a heart attack this morning. I was like looking at it and thought, oh my gosh, that's not vertically. It's a horizontal type layout. And thankfully it fits just fine.
It fits.
It scared me for a minute.
Crisis.
So I almost have the second, like half of that border done up there. And then I don't know which part I'll work on, but I just loved it so much, even though I didn't remember it, that I
know.
just had to start it.
But I knew you'd. Well, I feel
was kind of bored
like
with all the whips I brought, although I do need to work on my stars.
I feel like it's one that you're gonna like,
I do like it.
even if you don't remember it.
I'm gonna put it on my Bringo later for placing a project, a whip that reminds me of home, because we live surrounded by
Mhm.
orchards and cornfields and pumpkin farms, and my house doesn't look like that because it's green now, which I love.
Yeah, but it does have that.
But it has that
feel.
country farmhouse feel.
Mhm.
So that's the only other whip that I worked on.
Whip it up.
Whip my haul.
Who does that? Whip it up.
Whip it up.
Oh, I watched I used to watch a knitting a knitting YouTuber, and she had sections, and she had like,
She had a little screen.
and she called
do
it,
that.
and now it's time for Whip It Up.
With the new screen across.
Yeah.
We could do that. I know how to do that now.
Oh, you do?
Did you see our video last week? I figured out how to insert a picture while we talk over it.
I kind of scanned, but I didn't find it. But
I did.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this.
So
I
I
don't
figured
always.
out. I could show a picture and our voice would still be going in the background talking over it. We could do that with featured friends.
We could now.
We could actually like comment on the thing because I know how to do it.
Because usually we have to stop and wave our hand around so she knows where to
I had
edit.
to like pause it. I mean, we would still need to figure out exactly where it was, but
Cool.
we could do the chat about the featured friend while we're showing the picture.
We could even, I could send you pictures of my befores,
That's so fancy.
of my before every night, and you can actually put a picture.
No, I'm not that into editing.
Considering that we've
I'm
had
always-
some very late
Jeez,
postings the last few weeks, I don't think we need to add
I
that.
know. Oh my gosh.
I
I've been
know.
like trying to do it Sunday. Last week I was going to get it done
Mhm.
and then I could not. So what I usually do is we film on my laptop and then I
Mhm.
airdrop it to my desktop that has way more space on the
Mhm.
hard drive. So I have all of our videos saved on that. I probably need to
Mhm.
figure out a way to like save them externally,
Yeah.
but I could
Mhm.
not get my laptop to find that computer's airdrop. And I tried and tried and tried, and it was like getting close to 1 a.m. and I was
Ugh,
like, I'm
not
done.
worth it.
I'm
Mhm.
exhausted. It's the
Mhm.
week of Christmas. So it worked fine the next day. I don't know. I restarted my computer, but then I had to do updates.
Of course.
I wasn't going to sit there for another half hour while I did updates.
And if you're playing along at home with us right now, baby Penny, who's not a baby anymore, is potty training today. I just got an update. 2 successful pees on the potty, and she did her first poop in the toilet.
Yay!
Yay, Penny!
Yay! Wow, we have some haul.
We do. Oh, I was going to say
yeah.
something about, the updating.
Oh, yeah. Of
Okay,
course.
so because we have family in the Midwest now, my daughter-in-law, well, as my son's account, has a business Zoom account, so you can have it open as long as you want. Many
yeah.
people, so they opened up a Zoom room on Christmas Day, and then we did this last year for just Sam and Ash because they were stuck in Indiana with COVID, and they just wanted to be with people, even if it was on the TV. So we just kind of had this Zoom room open. Sarah popped in from the car when she was on her way to church, and then on her way over here because they came later in the afternoon. And so, but my husband was my tech guy, and so the day before he thought, I got to figure out how to do this because we run it through the TV, so you have it on the big screen. And he pulled out my laptop. My laptop, even when it was new, always seemed a little on the slow side. He went to turn it on to get this thing going and figure out how to do it. It had to do updates. It took an hour and a half
Oh, really?
to do these
It took
updates.
you that long?
And
Or
then
not in enough.
I know, and then he had to do, I don't hardly ever use it. And then he had to do a Zoom update. And then, it was like never ending. It was like a 3-hour job. I'm like, oh. And then after all that, it wasn't working very well Christmas morning. Our video kept flickering. So we had to unplug it. And then we had to use my work laptop, which has nothing on it and fast and new. And so, yeah, he ended up having to do that. Anyway,
Didn't end up
we had a
working.
21st century Christmas via Zoom.
Yes, we did.
But it was lovely to see people. It's not the same, but you know what? It worked. It worked.
Take a little picture of this setup here.
You did?
This is kind of funny. I'll just show it maybe.
Okay.
I have my computer propped up on a bunch of gift boxes so that it's like high enough that you don't get the like.
One of
weird
them is
shit.
my Haid.
Oh, is that what's in here?
Mhm.
I didn't know it was in there. I just grabbed it off your
Mhm.
coffee table.
We should get my iPad out tonight. But anyway,
yeah.
Okay. You want to go your haul first? Haul first.
Sure.
Okay.
Well, okay. So one of them was what is
Pattern.
that one called?
I forget what it's called.
Something in peace. Rest and be thankful. That's the Cricut collection, and then all the goodies that went with that. Then the same gift was 8x8 Q snap, which I think I actually might use on that project because then I can stitch across it and not have to keep moving the hoop.
Mhm.
And then let's see, we got a couple. This actually worked out perfectly, and we'll go with my. Oh yeah.
Yes.
So I also was given by Mom a couple of nice pieces of linen, which is perfect, and I'll talk about why that's perfect. And you didn't even know it was perfect.
I did not know.
Later in my plans. So when we chat about plans, I'll talk about what I'm going to do with these because I already know. And then that's part of my Q snap that came out. Oh, there were lots of
which you kind of knew. I mean,
I knew you were getting, but and then when we went to the cross stitch store yesterday to thread needle, I was tempted to just totally buy her out, but I think I should have enough now. What she did tell me though, so we've talked about this before, that rosewood manor piece that those stockings I'm stitching, I didn't pull them out. I haven't, but these antique, was it the antique ones that are half the size of the packages of the other ones, you get half as many, which she said the designer, like that should have been put in the pattern, that you should have accounted for that when you told how many packages.
Because you didn't even have near enough.
I had about half, maybe.
And other people have said that about beads for some Mirabilias. I know Tina Goodell from Tina Stitches, there was a big discrepancy in beads for her crystal Christmas. Some she had way too many of, and other ones she didn't have enough of, I think. And I've seen it from some other Mirabilias. So, but these antique ones, which are gorgeous. I mean, these are about the only reddish ones I like. Some of them are just too red.
Yeah.
Like this angel, my little angel girl, my beads were supposed to be like a 321 color.
Oh, well,
that would never have gone with that red Krennic.
Yeah, the Krennic is way more.
I thought, oh, yeah. So I'm glad I dipped into Sarah's.
So there was some gift and some that I purchased. I can't remember which was which, but she had a couple more, and I kind of regret, because they're not that expensive, and I regret that I was staying in there. I didn't.
Yeah, well, I wiped her out the first time I bought them for Sarah, and then she didn't have any a couple of weeks ago when I went in, and then when we went in yesterday, she had them. But she also told me that the Magnifica beads, which are the more sparkly, that I had for my snowman, she's having a really hard time getting those. And I don't know if it's just those that come from Japan, or if Mill Hill in general comes from Japan. I'm not sure, but she for sure the Magnificas come from Japan, and for some reason she's been having a hard time. It's taking longer and harder to get, and maybe they're having supply chain issues. I don't know. But I love those ones. Those are the ones I actually I go to. But these antique ones are pretty.
Yeah, I like those, and they look really, really pretty on the store.
They're beautiful. They're kind of a cranberry-ish red.
I also got a bunch of floss for what I'll talk about in my plans, but they're so pretty. So some of them are for my January, and some of them are for February. These ones are all for February. And the only one I needed for the project I'll start in January, which we'll talk about soon, is the white, the chalk. So I got Gentle Arts chalk, a whole bunch of it. I almost bought her out of that. And because I knew I needed a lot for these projects. And then I have Gentle Arts Antique Rose, and I think Pebble.
Because you're filling in with some DMC. You're only getting the fancy flosses for the.
I'm getting all the called for fancy flosses. They use mostly DMC.
Oh, that's right. She mixes them.
Time for all seasons that I'm going to do. She mixes them, and she basically does what I already do, and she chooses high impact colors.
Right.
So I'm excited for that.
Okay. Well, that makes it way easier then.
Silvery Moon, Lugana, which I have a plan for specifically. I don't really buy stuff unless I have a plan for it. And then this was kind of my last minute splurge that I threw onto the checkout, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to get it.
Just do it. And they're so affordable.
I got this little kit for the Shepherd's Bush needle roll called, this one is called Snowfall. That's right. And the whole thing is all in here.
I mean, $16 for these kits that have everything.
And it had all the beads and all the ribbon and all the lace and threads.
You know what?
Probably's got needles in there too. Knowing Shepherd. Yep, it has the needles. So I just thought, I splurged a little bit.
Yeah. It was worth it for $16.
I was excited. I was trying to get Millie to buy one with her money. But she wasn't sure she could do it. She was probably right. So she is doing linen for the first time. I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
That's
a good thing to start that.
And that would have probably been hard.
Yeah. And then
Shepherd's Bush specialty stitches.
Yeah.
So that was my haul. My special stuff.
Well, my haul was.
The other thing I got is actually underneath. Which I use mostly for
our Katie Daisy.
My new Katie Daisy planner.
Well, I started off with my daughter-in-law bought this when she was in town before she went back home to Indiana for me for Christmas. It's this Baracco. I think it must be Maleficent, maybe.
I was thinking it looked like milfoil.
But isn't that
it's not
pretty?
That is
It's
beautiful.
beautiful. Anyway, and then she got me some stitch markers that say Seattle and have space needles on them. It's a little cute shop. If you've ever been to Seattle, we've got Pike Place Market down on the waterfront, and there's a yarn store down there. And I think she popped in there one day when she was in town down there with her family. I also, for my husband for Christmas.
I didn't get any costumes for you. Well, I got you for your birthday. I got you.
Yeah, for my birthday for Sarah, she got me a subscription to.
But we talked about that.
Yeah.
Punch needle and primitives.
Punch needle primitives. So that same daughter-in-law and son gave me a Areolas kit that I had found and put on my
Cute
list.
one.
Yeah, I just thought it was cute. It's kind of a calendar piece too, but they don't have the days of the months. They have the numbers of the month, but it's cute. It's got everything you need in it.
I like those realistic.
I know. I've kind of been wanting to do one ever since she started that sunflower one.
Yeah.
And then they also, oh no, then my husband gave me Bothy Threads kit, Home Sweet Home. And then I had seen Julie Dixon, who's a follower of ours. She had done she started the holly. Was it her? Yeah, the holly and the ivy for our shepherd's bush stitch along that we had, and it is a very bad picture because we all know that's how shepherd's bush is, but they sold this holly and the ivy as a kit. I didn't know. I thought it was just a pattern, but it was the whole kit. And so my husband,
you order it from
them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he always does.
Yeah, he always, I don't know where it is.
Lower.
There we go. So anyway, it has the floss and everything, and this is it's just the holly and the ivy. I don't have my good
The
glasses
holly
on.
and the ivy, when they are both full grown of all the trees that are in the wood, the holly bears the crown.
So this is it.
Apart from that song.
And I just think it's so pretty.
That is pretty.
And it's different than my other shepherd's bush that I have done.
I don't think I've looked at it.
Love that border. And then the little kind
That
of
is pretty.
Yeah. So. Yeah, so that came with the bead. It has beads and a star charm and a heart charm.
All the glosses.
And all the flosses. And I think they're just DMCs. Some of their kits, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Some
These
kits
are-
that have DMC, and $16 ones, I'm sure, are DMC.
Yeah, it looks like DMC.
Sorry, guys, I just haven't looked at this since. It's Avera silk, Avera swass silk threads and overdyed. So
Mhm.
Gloriana.
So
Bill
you,
Swab.
yeah,
Mhm.
nice threads in there.
Yeah. So anyway, I was surprised. I didn't know he would. I kind of threw it on there kind of at the last minute.
You throw it on there with just the pattern, and they put it.
I think so.
beforehand?
Yeah, I must have.
Maybe he called and. got
No,
it
he
in.
said it came as a kit.
Oh, he bought it as a kit.
But they have. Sorry, they have kitted things up for him.
Yeah.
In the past. And then he also bought me, I had these on my Etsy. I love this Etsy. They are it's hard to see because I haven't taken them
The
out.
little thread ornament. Oh,
Yeah, they give
they
you a
always
little.
send those with the
Mhm.
big ones.
They're little cat stitch markers for my knitting. Oh, anyway, there's that set and then this set. There's the
Oh,
yield.
like jumbled.
Yeah, but they got like little Santa hats on, scarf. Anyway, that was kind
I
of
feel
fun.
like needle minders are the cross stitch world's response to stitch.
Uh-huh.
markers.
I love stitch. I've always loved stitch markers anyway. My fave. And then on our little excursion yesterday, I spent a little bit of money. Oh, actually, I'll show that last because this came. My historical sampler company box came, and they've been having problems because the British Post is. I think I talked about that. Has been on strike for like 2 days
yes.
here, 2 days there. But so this was my November box, I believe that in November.
Oh,
Look at they sent a little ornament this time.
a little
I haven't even
Yeah,
really
I
looked
like
at this.
that. It's just like pink
Pinks.
And
Yeah, you
this pattern
blue.
is super cute.
Yeah, that's really cute.
And it came with
Right? Yeah.
it came with the metal
Oh,
frame, you know, hanging thing. And that reindeer chocolate. Oh. a T. And then the fabric is this Ada, so it's not going to be much green. And these are the colors on it.
Those are really pretty.
I love that. That border's not going to be easy though. I mean, it'll be easy.
Not that hard.
It's just a lot.
I bet you could see that border.
You
if you want
know,
to.
I could. Yes, I want to. Anyway, so that came finally. So
That is
I think my next box ships
adorable.
today. Actually, I think they ship them on the 28th of the month.
So and so you'll get one more for December, and then do you have?
Is it to start over again?
Mhm.
I think it's-
keep doing it.
I'm going to keep doing this one. I need to call Fat Quarter Shop because I don't know how to cancel my
Other
Stitch Quarterly online. So I'm going to call them.
Yeah.
I'm tired of searching people's websites for things.
Yeah.
Okay, so get this one, people. I'm home every day, all day, most days, right?
Sorry.
And so we had a lot of Amazon packages coming and going all month long. And I had kids in the Midwest sending packages to us. Literally, what day was it? Wednesday of last week, Thursday. I knew that there was supposed to be some packages coming on Saturday, but then for some reason on Friday, I was looking and I had something coming too that I forget what triggered me to look. But anyway, I looked on my Amazon account and it said delivered today. And I'm like, I didn't get a delivery today. I had a really early morning delivery. And because it's nothing for me to get like 2 Amazon deliveries in a day here, because we live like 5 minutes from an Amazon distribution center. So I can, yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, one of the items that I was expecting that said it was delivered wasn't going to ship until today, but it shipped early. And I thought, where is it? And there was no package. And so I knew that there was, but we weren't expecting anything else. But I knew Sarah said something was coming for me, and that my husband's
wasn't
name
gonna get to my house
Yeah.
in time, so I sent it here.
had it shipped here, which was actually my bird feeder that's out there. Porch
Yeah.
Pirates came and got it. And
Yeah.
they're so bad. And I mean, I don't know about other areas. I'm sure it's bad everywhere, but it's been really bad this year in our area compared to last couple of years. My Ring app people are reporting all the time. And I actually caught it on my Ring. And the only reason why I didn't hear it, I'm sure, is I was vacuuming. It's the only time I wouldn't have heard. Because even though he squatted down, I think our Ring would have rung for movement. Because sometimes my garbage truck driving down the road triggers it. I caught the little piece. And I thought, I hope you're happy with your baby toy that you just stole off my porch. Anyway.
So did you catch him? Is that what you said?
I didn't catch him. I saw it on my Ring.
Saw him.
And he kept his head low. So I just saw, yeah, he knew what he was doing. But
Yeah.
he didn't get much. You got a baby. You got a bird feeder. I'm
You need
sure.
to start doing a trap like on Home Alone. I don't know, booby trap your porch.
Just made me mad. I just
Let your UPS driver know your Amazon delivery. This is booby trap.
people just make me mad because I really don't like people. Anyway,
Yeah.
yesterday on our little excursion, I found this cricket collection. I'm running into cricket collection right now, apparently.
There you are.
And I started it.
You did start it. You started it last night when I was starting mine, didn't you?
I didn't show it. Oh, I didn't
Oh,
show
yeah,
it.
you didn't
It's
show
right
it.
here, right in the front.
Oh, yeah.
I started this. I guess I could show the pattern first. It's an old one. It's from, I think, 1988. And Denise, the owner of the shop, had this stitched up on the wall. It's tiny. It was done on 40 count silk gauze back in the day. But it's this cute piece with the bee and a pine cone. It's very simple. Pansies in the kind of broken pansies in the border. Snail, butterfly. Anyway, I loved it.
That was pretty.
I just was really drawn to it. And so I actually did start it last night. And you'll be proud to know that I did half of the top part of the top border. There's
A lot more left.
yeah, so there's the border and then there's the pansies and then there's this border
Oh,
again.
I see.
So it's two-tone.
Pretty.
And then I started a leaf there.
Pretty.
I did that. I did all of that except this in the time that it took Sarah to do that whole crazy big border. I am doing this on 36 count, which is small for me, but I wanted it to be kind of a small piece. So anyway, I was really in love with this. The colors are very, I don't know, naturey, and I'm not sure what it is that really jazzed me up about it. You know, sometimes I just can't tell you why I really like something. I just do. So that got a start. And then I bought some threads for my yearly piece that I'm not going to show today. But I thought I really have kind of wanted to try a drum, and these tiny towns by Heart and Hand they're kind of cute, and I really love these pinwheels. And so I'm going to try to do my first
I
drum.
have another one of those patterns, one of these.
Do you?
I don't know. I'll look when I get home. If I do.
But anyway, I thought that's really cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
And I do decorate for the 4th of July. And then I bought the fabric for that piece too that I started. Some threads, those embellishments. And then I bought a shepherd's bush roll too. And this one is called, oh, they don't put their name
I know,
on.
it's not on the thing ever.
I think it's Spring Garden or something.
Yeah, they don't ever
Tiny
put it-
Garden.
Oh, it is on here. There it is.
Oh, there it is. Needle
They
roll.
do put it on
Is
there.
that not so cute? And it doesn't have too crazy of specialty stitches, and it comes with this amazing
I know.
ribbon.
I love that.
Anyway, and some little tiny purple rickrack.
Stitch your garden, watch it grow, tiny blossoms all in a row.
I have like a winter one up here. I used to do these needle rolls all the
Yeah,
time. I
you
did
have a
that one
lot.
for my mom actually.
Kind and you to crown the earth. Christmas tide brings joy and mirth.
I love
I love
them.
this one too.
I gave some. I stitched a few for my friends one year for their birthdays. I have a patriotic one that all I have to do is stitch on the lace and do the hem stitch.
Special stitches on
Yeah.
that.
It was super cute. Then I have another one. I have another one in the
Straight
on the
stitch
white shelf, I
trees.
think.
I think so. And I have only one. You gave me a kit one year
Mhm.
and I stitched it. Oh, little
Right.
stocking from
Yeah,
Tina.
Tina's up there.
Cute.
So that's my haul. It was quite a bit of
That
haul.
was a lot of help. We
Yeah.
got, well, there were gifts and then we did kind of
Mhm.
our little excursion out.
It was fun.
We got a couple books at the bookstore. That was fun. And
Yeah, we had a
lunch
fun
out,
day
and
yesterday.
It was fun. It was
The
fun.
girls were a little sad sacky for a while.
No, they were just a
I think
little
they're
sleepy.
post-Christmas.
They're tired.
Just yeah,
They're
they are.
tired. Well, I can talk about my plans and you talk about your plans.
Okay. talk about
I
your
don't
plans.
have my whole. I probably won't be able to finish putting my whip go and putting my Bringo together until I get home and really like spread out like you did. I need to kind of look through all my whips and decide what I really want on there. So I started it a little bit.
Mhm.
You can just see. Here's my. I started filling in the prompts. So Bringo is through Magazine Monthly on It's a Facebook group if you want a fun January challenge.
So
You will
fun.
they'll draw one a day for 25 days, and then there's like what is it?
You have a
6
bingo board.
freebie days, and you have a bingo board. And you're just trying to get
I put
those.
little snowflakes on mine.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
So I'll finish filling that out when I go home. Sometimes the next couple days, and I'll do the same for my whip go. I just haven't decided exactly what I want to do.
And the prompts are things like oldest whip, largest whip, smallest whip,
Whip your dread.
whip your dread.
Whip with a bird
yeah.
or new start. A lot of them are whip or new start.
Yeah,
you
so-
can-
It's super fun. It's a fun event, and it makes January go by really fast. It's amazing to me.
Yeah.
The first year they did it, I was like, wait, January is over? Although
know.
January doesn't drag for me the way it used to. For some reason, time is different when you're 60.
Yeah.
I don't have small children that I'm entertaining in the house for a month
Yeah.
or dealing, so, but it still was nice to have that to look forward to every day. They draw the number every evening for the next day.
Yeah.
So if you're an early morning stitcher, you can have it ready to go. And
Oh,
if you get a blackout, then you have a drawing
There's a
for
drawing,
you
I
get a
think.
draw you get a drawing for your however
you
many
finish.
bingos. If you get all the bingos, it's a blackout. So they have if you get 4 bingos, you get 4 entries in for a bingo prize, and then they have a blackout drawing too if you get the whole board
which was
covered.
similar to how we did the September
Mhm.
one.
Yeah, they
the
run it
ABC
pretty much the
book.
same.
So I'm excited because that was really fun to do last year and fun to do this year. And then
Yeah.
my other plans that I've been working on sort of behind the scenes is I'm going to stitch. I'm going to start. My plan is to start all the Time for All Seasons, the Cottage Garden sampling series, and I have almost all of the patterns. So that was fun because I had spent a late night, probably last week, maybe the week before. I had already done it by the time we Flosstube, but I didn't talk about it last time. planning out which fabrics I wanted, I decided I'm going to stitch them all in individual 32 count fabrics.
Were you using the called for fabrics or making up your
No,
own
because
choices?
I was making up my own choices. So
Mhm.
I spent a lot of time on 1, 2, 3 stitch looking at different fabrics, and I made a little note on my phone so I know exactly, like, January, these are the flosses I'm going to need, because like we've said earlier, the flosses she chooses are like for this the January one, the
So
only fancy
cute.
floss is the white. All the others are DMC.
Wow, that's amazing.
Which is really nice for me,
But
because that's how I
think
use
I would think that was fun. I would just think that was all fancy floss.
I know, but she uses, their colors are really nice. So that's why I needed all that white, because this one uses a lot. And then the February one, I didn't buy any fabric for it. I don't think I have the fabric yet for this one, but that won't be too hard to get. But that's the February one, which also uses that same white. So I got a lot of white.
So your plan is to start one a month.
I'm going to start one a month and not worry about finishing it. I'm just going to start the January, start the February, and then next year, in January, I'll work on the January until they're all hopefully done. Then I'll just switch them out in a frame every month. So one of the, let's see, this one is actually the fabric I had planned for my January,
which is the one on Stormy Night.
Stormy Night. And then I think October.
Oh, that snowman.
I've already done November.
There.
This might.
Oh, that snowman.
Won't that be nice? Yeah, I thought it needed to be a gray, but it needed to be really show the white.
Favorite fabric. I don't know why.
Pretty. The October is that raven. Do you remember the raven? I've got it right here. That's what is going to go on this silvery moon. Let me show you.
Which I picked out for you too.
This
not
one.
Knowing,
Which this is the fabric I chose. I had chosen the silvery moon to put this piece on.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen that raven.
Yeah, this is the October one.
Oh, I think I like that year.
That the white pumpkin will show up okay on it because it's got the dark.
I think I like this year better. That you're doing than the year last year.
I liked a lot.
Oh, I love that squirrel.
This is the September one. I don't remember. I do think I'm missing like 2 of the patterns.
Oh, wow.
So I can tell you what fabrics. I kind of reused a few, like some of the fabrics I'm using over and over, but I didn't use their recommended fabric. I wanted to, where is it? Let's see. It is in this, but it's going to take me a second.
I do like.
Okay, so January, I'm going to do Stormy Night. Platinum Lugana for February, Mercedes Lugana. I don't even remember what all these look like. Petals, Picture This Plus Lugana in April. Platinum Zweigart in May. So anyways, I'm using Mercedes, Petals, Platinum a few times. Like I'm recycling some of them because the colors are pretty similar. Stormy Night I'm using for 3 different ones. And then November, I don't remember what my turkey's on, but I'm already stitching the November one. So
I might have gotten you what it was
I might
called
finish
for.
that before this coming November.
I bought Sarah's.
I like the fabric that it's called for on, but not enough that I wanted to stitch all of them.
Yeah, are they all in the same one?
They're all pretty much
the same one. It's nice to change it up. But the fabric, you should look also if you can't find what you're looking for. I was looking for fabric for Sarah for the thing that she started, that
my house one.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything that I liked. Everything was sold out, and I was having a hard time. I went to Kitten Stitcher.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Teresa Vignette. She had an amazing selection of fabric, and it was still available. And she had good service too.
That's good to know.
I mean, considering it was Christmas time, and she's a one-woman show, so she says, you don't. It might take 7 days for her to get. I don't remember what it was, 7 days to process your order, but then once she got in the mail, it got here really fast.
That's good to know.
So look at her. She had a lot of fabrics.
That's good.
Yeah, because I tried to search on Etsy, and if you don't really know exactly what you're looking for to type it in, it's hard to really find.
Your search function is not great on Etsy.
I hate Etsy's search.
Not great.
I hate it.
Oh, and I did get a gift card to 123 Stitch from my sister-in-law. So I might buy the February fabric that way, and then after that, start looking at the Kitten Stitcher's website.
Yeah, just look. I mean, I don't know if she'll have the ones you're looking for, but as a public service announcement, just if you're
this would only fit 1. I was thinking, I wonder if this would be 2. No, it probably would only be 1.
I don't know if she's got Stormy Night in there, but
yeah, this one is a little bigger cut.
And what's crazy is I bought myself a piece of Stormy Night, and when I bought hers, and I could finally, because I've been talking about how I haven't been able.
Might be 2. I might switch my plans up.
I haven't been able to find Stormy Night in stock on 123 Stitch for a long time, and I happened to hit it one day. And I bought those 2 pieces, one for you and one for me. And then I went back to look for it again and sold out, especially on Lugana,
Yeah.
So
that's kind of my main plan. I need to decide what I want to do for 25. I think I'll do a 25/7.
oh, and that'll probably just rotate throughout the year.
Yeah.
Finish
I'll
things.
just chain. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm going to choose yet. I need to probably decide my width go. I don't have everything squared away for January yet.
Yeah.
But it was fun to make those plans and kind of know where I'm going. I have
super fun.
A lot of excitement about.
I feel pretty good about this year.
I love those.
Oh, I did bring this in.
Time for all seasons.
So my plans are the Pine Mountain calendar pieces. Just a lot of them.
Yeah.
I think I have all but 1 or 2 of them. And they're a lot, but they're not big, but there's just a lot of stitching on them. And so I'm starting.
Are you doing the same thing where you're going to start it and not worry about trying to finish it, or you're going to try to finish each one? You might be able to finish those.
I'm not sure. I talked about that, didn't I? I think I was going to try to. I think I was originally giving myself the grace to move on to the next one and work on them throughout the year and not have that. Those are my thread gatherers for that.
For the same thing. Oh, yeah.
So I bought my Stormy Night for that piece. And I'm going to get them all on one piece.
Oh.
I think they'll all look okay on it. I mean, I did my Joyful World on this.
I'm sure they will.
So they're all in here. That's when I first found it. So I'm really happy about that. So I can't wait to start this piece. And then, come back here. At my front door. So that's one of my plans. So I think I will give myself the grace to just move on. And if I want to go back and forth, it might be a 2-year project. Because
I just know for sure I will not finish this season. Maybe over the course of 2 years, maybe.
My other plan,
each month.
I don't think is in here right now. I think I left it. No, I think it's right here. Because I talked about the shepherd's bush ornaments. That's for the first. I'm going to do them all in the same fabric. I got a piece cut big enough. And my first one is going to be this. This one was the 2000. There's 8 of them, and I'm hoping to do one every 2 months. So I'll get 6 done. And so it's that shepherd that says 2000 years ago, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I think they all have the same color scheme. So I bought the fancy flosses for those because my goal is to, I don't have a bunch of mini Christmases, but I thought I'd like to have these as little mini nativity pieces and have them in a display on my coffee table or somewhere. Yeah, those are Magnificas.
Okay.
I think so.
No, the other ones are, but these ones aren't.
Oh, what are those?
These are just sort of antique.
Oh, yeah, they're beautiful.
For it.
For the first piece. Yeah. Anyway, so that's something that I'm really looking forward to. Let me get the tablet for it.
It's in here.
Oh, that's all kitted up. So that is, both those are going to get started, the first week of January.
Oh, I didn't talk about my other thing. That's okay.
Oh, what's your other thing?
Well, I bought that big piece of fabric and I was going to talk about it. I'm going to do Silver Creek Samplers has a pattern that I bought, at least a year ago.
Oh, you actually have the pattern?
Oh, yeah, we gave one away. Let me see. Silver Creek, I'll show it.
Did we buy that when we went to Tri-Cities that year?
I think so. I think I bought 2.
You and I went there. Yeah, you've had that
for a while. I don't know why. I think I bought 2 as a giveaway. No, this was a 1, 2, 3. I think this was
were we given one?
Either that or I ordered one.
Okay.
And I bought one there.
Okay.
Northwind, here it is. I'm going to stitch this on this Silvery Moon Lugana that I bought yesterday.
It's gonna be so pretty.
I love this one. I don't remember if we gave it away to, but this was a giveaway, but I bought one for myself as well. I love this little song. So I'm starting this in January. I've wanted to start this for a long time. I love it. It's a lot of little snowflakes. I mean, it's not an easy quick
No,
stitch.
it's not. It's a lot of words too.
But it's all DMCs, which surprised me because the colors are really pretty in it.
I don't know if they use a lot of fancy floss.
Yeah,
they're pretty basic.
Yeah. And I'm not stitching it on the called for fabric. They called for Queen Anne's lace Jobelin, and I got 32 count Silvery Moon.
That'd be beautiful on that though.
I think it'll be a little smaller than their original project size, but yeah, I think it'll look nice. Anyways, I was going to share about that.
Well, that's okay. I forgot about
you.
Yeah. So I planning out my year a little bit more than I normally do, so that I kind of keep on track. So I had been talking about trying to make, I have a WIPGO board, and I only have 5 different things on it. I have, and I left it generic. So I just have Quaker down.
You're doing like what I did last time.
So Quaker, I want to do all 4 seasons of Quakers. I have 3 of the 4. And so if number 1 is called in fall, I'll work on the fall one, right? If it's called, okay. So I have that freedom, and I have Hoity Toity on there, my Christmas Huck Run Hollow, and Gathering Eggs. Those are the only things I have on there because I really wanted to make progress. And my goal also is to spend 8 hours a month on my Quakers. So that's 2 hours a week on a 4-week month. So I actually even made the little months and the little squares to mark off my hours. And then my shepherd's bush ornaments, I just want to get one done in 60 days. So that's easy. And then my Haid, I want to commit to doing 6 hours a month. WIPGO is only going to be 2 hours instead of 4 because I have too many other things going. Yeah. So that felt good to get that planning done. But then I was thinking there was, and my 25/7 to start with is going to be an oldie moldy coming back. Sarah said I should do this for my 25/7. I need to finish the border.
And we talked about how to do it.
Yeah, I've got screenshots.
Photos, and she's got screenshots. You can probably print out all the photos.
I think I'm gonna, because the pattern is amazing, but the border is not very clear. Plus, I jimmy rigged this pattern. I didn't do the individual borders between each month.
Do you remember what I said you could do though? Now, after we looked at that,
just go straight across, or just do one middle.
Because you didn't do the individual borders. Did your original person that you followed leave off? Or did she have spaces between them?
I guess space. She had a little bit of space between them. I don't know how much space.
Yeah, so that would be the one question. Yeah. So the original pattern, each of these has a border and then a like 2 or 3 stitch space between each one. But you left off those borders. So the person that you saw that did that, she stitched to here, did one of these diamonds rather than a diamond here and a diamond here.
She stitched to where?
She stitched to the very middle of the piece, did a diamond and stitched there.
Yeah.
And she did this sort of a certain number. I think she did 6 of these floral kind of little doodads. But you would want to make sure that the spacing is right to do that number, which I didn't check on.
Yeah, and I feel like I tried to space them so that the same difference as if there had been a border there. Does that look like I could have done that?
No, you look like you didn't leave any space. You went straight from
I extended these.
Oh, you did.
I did. I extended each month so that so I'm pretty sure I did a little bit. It might not be exact, but I did extend each one over so that they would run into each other, but still have space. See, so what we're talking about here is I needed the grounds to butt up to each other.
Oh. But
I needed space between like here and here.
You look like me with my handfuls of floss.
So these 2 are 2 different months. I needed space between those, but I wanted the bottoms to butt up.
But I don't feel like you left as much space as if
it might not be as much.
So you'll just want to, what you might end up wanting to do is count, just straight up count how many stitches, how many thread, squares you have, and then divide the pattern like you would if you were like doing a hat decrease.
That would be a lot of counting.
Do you have the patterns for these still? It probably wouldn't be that hard if you have the grids.
No,
well, we have the grids,
but I could just look at them. Yeah.
Anyways, we're trying to figure out how to do this border all the way around with the modifications she made. I was kind of trying to help figure that out. Yeah. Oh, also yours is 3 by 4 rather than 4 by 3. So that might impact the border.
I'll have to do a little counting. What is yours, 4 by 3?
I did 4 across, 3 down. So mine's a horizontal, yours is a vertical, which I actually really like how that looks.
And this is on my favorite Stormy Night. This is when I fell in love with this fabric.
Yeah, this is nice. You actually have quite a bit here.
I do.
You can do another whole project on.
So I'm gonna have to figure this border out. Yeah, I should just look at the.
I should look at it one more time for you. And see if I can double check that.
I'm not even 100% sure that this is the same as this.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering that too.
Because counting down was really hard. Yeah, counting down and making sure everything.
Well, you might just have to wing it a little. on the edges and
Yeah.
just, well, this is close enough, and
Yeah.
I'll start the border here.
This was such a fun
That is really
piece.
pretty. That's Snowflower Diaries, A Joyful World.
Free.
They're all free on her Facebook group.
Mhm.
They were at one time on her website, but I think they probably still are.
Her website's kind of gone through a couple of
But
morphs. something
the
like
last
that.
time I know
Oh,
for sure, there's a Joyful World stitch along.
this is the border that's between
Oh yeah,
each
her freebies
month.
are-
Yeah. Is she's got this border between each. And I thought,
You didn't
Nope.
want to stitch those.
no.
I did stitch those.
Yeah.
So then when I went to stitch the main border all the way around, I
Yours
lined
matched
it up. I just had
Yeah.
somebody, I can't remember who, suggested just taking the photo and mirror imaging it, because she only gives you only have one corner, and you have to figure out how to make those corners
I
work
have that
on all
even
the other
printed. I
four.
think.
Maybe. Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, it was kind of a pain to figure this out, but we'll get it figured out.
Yeah.
And some people did the individual borders around each month, but didn't do the big border.
Mhm.
And we both agreed that the big
Oh,
border
that big
really
border
ties it all
pops it
together.
out. I loved having
And
the border done.
Not having any border on mine, I really need it.
I think it will look really, really nice when
Mhm.
you do.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
So that's gonna be my 25/7 to start with.
So you finish it?
Probably.
Yeah, get that done.
Yeah.
I think you can get it
It'll
done.
get me touching it
It'll be
every
really
day,
pretty.
or as much as I can do it.
I love that piece. It'll be so pretty when it's done.
It was a fun
Nice on you.
piece to stitch.
I did it on a brown. So
What
it's
did
really
you
different
do?
looking on the gray. It's pretty.
Yeah, and so Sarah and I started that piece one year as a stitch along together, and I was going to do each
It was
one
the first time we kind of did a calendar piece.
and I was going to do mine individually and then swap it out in the frame each month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did like 2 months, and then I was like, no.
I have to frame all these. I think that's what you thought. All of a sudden you were like, I have to cut my fabric
That's
every month,
right.
and I have to frame it, and what?
And I have to do this border every month. That border every month. No,
I did the border every month.
You did.
I
You're
kept
good.
up. Did I do the whole thing? I did the whole thing minus the border in 1 year.
Mhm.
I did. I really enjoyed.
I did.
having a
I did
month
too.
piece.
We both got them done in a year, except for the border.
But you did it the next year.
The next year.
Yeah, you did it the next
'Cause I-
last year, and I did mine
Yeah.
the year before. And then last year I worked on the border all year. Finally finished it, and that's the one I had in the fair this
the
year.
fair.
So now this is your year to do the border.
And after Sarah finished it, I was like, I still really love that piece. I really want to do it. And then I thought, you know what? And I was scrolling through her first Facebook page, and I saw that lady that did it
Without the borders.
without the border. And I thought, well, okay, I like this.
Do
I can do
that.
this. Yeah.
It looks nice.
And I really enjoyed working on it. I enjoyed it every month, even though it was a lot more stitching than this one. Although I really do like this one.
That one is cute.
It just didn't have
It's
this
cute.
variety. It didn't have the variety of colors. I got a little bored.
Mhm.
There's only like, I mean, really, there's only like
Yeah, you got your orange, your pink, your blue, your green,
a couple of greens,
Gold.
a couple of blues,
couple blues, yeah,
Mhm.
darker and a lighter, some browns.
some peachy. So I think that was
It
the
is sort of
pattern's
repetitive.
adorable. I just didn't have enough in me to change the colors up. And I think I think Christina Martinez said that she had stitched this one. And she I think started it when it was a stitch along on their Facebook page.
Oh, Christina, send us a finished picture.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you finish yours, Christina?
Oh, maybe she hasn't finished it. That'd be fun to feature.
But she
Christine, not Christina.
Christine, yeah, she did say that she had seen
This is
other
a cute
people.
one, that June,
June
the wheelbarrow.
May is my favorite one.
That's pretty too. I like those still.
I
Foxglove
don't
or
know,
delphinium or
but-
whatever they're.
I stitched those on our trip too. I think that's partly why.
Those are pretty.
And I also really liked April.
That's cute. It's a really cute piece.
It is. It's just different, and this is the same company that I get the box from.
Yeah, that's right.
Um,
Historical samplers.
But anyway, it turned out cute, and it will be cute hanging up. It'll probably go in a guest room or something
Yeah.
if my joyful world goes in my
Is this
craft
our
room.
last one for 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
Wow, weird. What a year.
Because the first is on Sunday.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's been a crazy year. Fast year in a way, really
Time
fast.
fly. Should look back on.
There was
where we
something
were
you
a
said
year.
or did yesterday that made me think, wait a minute, we were just talking about that last Christmas. That was
Yeah.
just like,
What was that? I don't
I don't remember either, but it was kind of weird thinking about that. So,
Yeah. What was that? Yeah.
wow, it's been a busy year. We both had finishes.
Yeah, good amount.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have very many fully finished, but I have a lot of finishes.
You did good. Yeah, but
I did a few fully finished pieces.
well, and I kind of,
I just need to get better about buying frames. Maybe
Mhm.
that's my next year's goal, is just stock up on some frames. Because if I
yeah.
have frames, I'm pretty good about putting it on the sticky board and putting them in frames.
Well, and if I buy them at Hobby Lobby, I just always wait till they're 50% off.
Yeah, I know. I just need to do that with a few
And they have a nice selection, and they kind of match.
books. Oh, we should talk about books real quick.
Yeah. Although I do have a selection of frames in my closet that I just picked up a long time ago from the thrift
Valley
store.
Village. Yeah, I don't always find. I hardly.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
don't
of hit
find
or miss.
that I
Sometimes you go over to the picture area where they've actually got like
Mhm,
a framed print.
mhm.
If you take that
I'm trying
print
to
out,
find those.
yeah.
See if
Yeah.
there's anything else I was supposed to do. Oh,
That's our
we had a
plans.
couple things.
Oh, are you going to do WIPCO?
Yeah, I just don't have my board put together yet.
Oh, and
I'll do that next week.
my board that for this month, because they've already called the numbers for WIPCO, is my ring around. Oh, I didn't say that, but Ring Around the Rose Tree by Mirabilia is on there, and it got both numbers called was that one. So it's going to get 8 hours of 4 hours.
4
of
hours
love.
because you're just doing 2.
2 hours, kid. 2 hours.
2 and
2
2.
hours.
You could do 2 hours.
Oh yeah,
You'll finish it if you
Yeah.
do 2.
I feel good about
I think
that.
I finished my WIPCO this year. I did, but I only did 2 hours, which felt like cheating sometimes. Like, oh, but there were
No.
other months that was a full challenge. Like
Your
getting-
WIPCO, your board, she says.
Yeah, my WIPCO, my board.
I did every month except for December, I think.
Oh, we were going to talk about we want to do a meetup,
Oh,
a
yeah.
Zoom meetup. I wish we could do a real person meetup
I
with
know.
everybody. We haven't done one for a couple quarters. I think we did one in the summer.
We did one when we did this.
We did one in July,
Yeah.
and then we maybe missed fall. Now we're in winter, so
Yeah, I think the last one we did was when we
yeah,
did
we're gonna give
the
those.
gift, when we did the our Christmas in July.
yeah, that was
That was
in
the
July.
last one.
So we would love to schedule one. So if you're interested, we're going to do one on January 14th, a Zoom meetup. Just bring your
Mhm.
stitching, bring something hot to drink. But before you can do that, you'll have to email us at stitchandstuffxs@gmail.com to let me know you want the invite. And we'll do a little Zoom meetup that we'll
Mhm.
host on January 14th, noon Pacific, which would mean 3 Eastern, and then figure your own out. Whatever other time zones exist.
If you're the Minnesota time zone, it's 2 hours.
2 hours.
I know that.
Yeah. If you're on daylight or not on daylight savings, you'll have to figure it out. But if you know what Pacific is, then you can figure it out.
Yeah.
So email us at our email address if you want a Zoom invite. I usually send those out a little bit last minute because sometimes I have people kind of in the
Mhm.
last minute after our last video be like, oh yeah, I want to do that. But you can put it on your calendar for January 14th, and then don't forget to send me an email. You can do it right away, or you can wait, but I'll send out that link usually by Thursday or Friday. If you don't get one by Thursday or Friday, I'm never offended if you email me again and say, you didn't get the Zoom invite, can you send it again?
Mhm.
I try really hard not to leave anybody out, but I occasionally have made mistakes and I always feel so bad later. So I try really hard. So we would love to visit with you and see what you're stitching. We usually do a little.
And if that happens and you don't hear from her and it's down to the wire,
I usually check my email again.
or
right
message
before.
message me on Instagram or something, because
Yeah.
then we can say, hey, you need to message her or
Yeah, because
something.
if something goes to spam, I try to also check those. But yeah, never feel
Yeah.
shy or embarrassed messaging us another way too, and we'll
Yeah.
try and make sure
Yeah.
you get in there. And we did have a giveaway last week. We were giving away this
Little
sweet
House
little-
Needlework Snowy Petites.
and the winner for this is Steph. Steph makes all the things. Is that what
Steph makes all the things.
Steph makes all the things?
Stephanie Ing.
Wins this
Yeah.
little snowman giveaway.
Stephanie, you've won a couple things lately.
And we have your address. Well, we had 5 entries. So, like we said before, we don't have a huge entry viewer base. So you're pretty likely to win. You've got probably 1 in 5.
Merry Christmas from Stitch and Stuff. And by the way, we did get some Christmas cards from people. Thank you very much.
Oh, so sweet.
And I am sending Christmas cards out, but they're going to be January cards because that's the last thing on my list of things to do at Christmas time. I want to do them.
A couple Christmas cards too.
And I think I got a couple birthday cards from some
Did our
viewers.
Christmas card come to you yet?
Yeah, it just
Oh,
came
okay.
yesterday.
Okay, good. Make sure that I should.
Yeah, but if you sent me a birthday card, also thank you very, very much. I very much appreciated it. My birthday was last Sunday, a week from Christmas. So
yeah,
thank you very much. It was very sweet mail to get.
I'm reading still The Hollow Boy, that Ghost Lockwood and Co. I kind of went back to that. It's
a
fun.
weird one. Yeah,
it's fun.
The cover's creepy.
It is kind of a creepy cover. It's like a skull or I can't remember what it was. But I was gonna say, so I talked about how I have been listening to Dracula. Finish that. We talked about that. But I used the Literary Life podcast, or I join with them as they discuss. You kind of have like a reading assignment, and then they discuss it, which I love. They're really smart people. They point out things I would never think of.
Yeah.
Really enjoy. They're doing a reading challenge this year that I'm going to do. So if you're looking for a good reading challenge, they lean classical literature, but there's other things on there like a new detective novel that you've never read, or read out in nature, or things like
12,
that.
12
So it's a
different
bingo.
things.
And I don't think it's like called like our with go.
You just
thing.
fill in.
I think you just fill it in through the year as you finish the book or do the thing.
Yeah.
So check out Literary Life. I think it might be literarylife.org, but you can also find the podcast Literary Life. I can even probably link it. I really appreciate their commentary. I feel like it's a little different. It's kind of digs a little deep into some of the medieval. No, they're very intelligent people, way smarter than me. Way smarter than me, but it's kind of fun. So I'm going to finish Lockwood & Co., but I'm going to try to do a reading challenge this year. I haven't done one for several years.
I used to do so many.
I know there's a million out there.
There was like, and there was when I had a book blog, and before I was really knitting, but I was reading a lot, and there were so many book bloggers out there, and I loved it. And so many there was actually like a website that kept track of all the challenges. And you could cross post, so I think one year I had like 20 challenges going.
I can't even imagine keeping track of all
that.
Kind of like you with all your cross stitch challenges. I'm going to do 20/7. I'm going to do WIPCO. I'm going to do Magazine Monthly. I'm going to do there was something else you just said that I didn't know you were going to do. I can't remember.
Well, I'm doing
your season. No,
my Quakers, but that's my own thing.
Yeah, your own thing. Your own challenge.
Yeah, I didn't choose to do the Designer of the Month by Gawain this year because I thought I think I remember looking at the designers and I didn't have a lot by those designers. I love those designers, but I don't need a bunch of new starts just for that. Yeah. And then there was something else. I wasn't going to do WIPCO, but I thought, no, I could do WIPCO.
Yeah.
If I just dumbed down my.
You could have just done Quakers only for your WIPCO.
I could have, but I kind of wanted to touch Ring Around the Rose Tree.
Yeah.
Some of those bigger pieces and hoity-toity.
I probably will do big pieces for my WIPCO too.
And I did almost all big pieces last year too.
Either that or I'll do all small pieces.
Could do that too.
I don't know. I haven't really had time to sit and think about it.
And what am I reading? I'm still reading The Christmas Bookshop, I think it's called. But I also yesterday at the bookstore picked up, I love the author Sarah Addison Allen. She wrote, what's her most recent one? Garden Spells was the first one I read by her. She is magical realism. They're kind of a little romancy, but not chick lit. There's more to it. And there's the magical realism is usually around food. There was one that I read called, I can't remember the name. If you look up on Amazon, you'll see it had to do with this family that had this peach tree.
We can put it on our GoodReads if you remember later.
They had this peach tree in their yard that had been there for decades, and these peaches had like magical, sweet magical powers, right? And so the one that I picked up yesterday is called The Sugar Queen, and I think it's about this girl that's living at home with her mom. I think she's come home to take care of her mom, maybe, and their bakery, maybe it's not Hallmarky, but there's like a fairy godmother, but the funny thing is the fairy godmother is like this rough and tumble woman in town. Like she hangs out at the bars at the end of town, right? It's a small town. And she finds, I started reading it in the bookstore yesterday while I was waiting for you guys. So the main character is in her bedroom and she's looking out the window and at the snow or something. And then she opens her closet and then Della is there and Della is hiding out in her closet. So anyway, if you're looking for something fun and, her books are fun. I've read a couple other ones of hers and I've always liked them. So she's kind of trying to they're mostly about women. They're trying to figure their life out. Where am I going kind of thing. But there's sometimes a man involved.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never read it.
But I think
I'll try and put it on we have a GoodReads account for Stitch and stuff. So if you're reading something good that you think other people would like or that we would like, go ahead and let us know.
Yeah, did anybody get any books for Christmas? I did get some books for Christmas.
I got a couple books.
I got 2 books for Christmas.
Yeah.
I got the Immortal Life of Lenny.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that one.
Lenny and something. I can't remember now. And then I got another book by the same author of the Christmas one I'm reading.
Oh, fun.
Can't remember her name either, you guys. I'm so bad. But maybe I'll show those next week.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But if you got new books for Christmas, let us know in the
Okay.
comments.
Yeah, that would be fun.
We do not have a giveaway for this week because
Yeah.
we figured everybody just said Christmas and
We didn't.
you have
couldn't
enough.
organize
You have enough stuff.
we went and bought stuff for us instead, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, sorry. I
Yeah.
was just oh, Susie. It went fine, Susie. Hasn't happened yet, Susie.
Yeah, hasn't happened. She's praying.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. Next
Okay,
week will
everything.
be, I don't know if we'll record on New Year's Day, but
I don't know yet. I'm not sure what we're doing.
I'm off that Monday.
Oh, so we can maybe do Monday. We're not starting school till like the 9th. So, we've got
So
some
we'll
time.
try to get a video up next week.
Okay.
I don't have anything else planned. It's going to be pretty low key.
Fun. Yeah, we'll try to do one next week. I might be able to do this. I might be able to post it from here. So I'll try to
Okay.
get that up maybe if
Yeah.
I can before we leave. Otherwise I'll
Okay.
do it when we get home.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And we'll see you in 2023.
Bye.
Happy stitching.